Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Bold and the Beautiful continues to deliver gripping plots, and the most recent twist has excited fans. According to spoilers, Hope Logan will eventually learn that she is pregnant. Yet, makes this disclosure much seriously charming that she has no clue about who the dad of her unborn kid is. Will it be Thomas or Liam? The baby's father will come as a huge surprise to the fans. Thus, we should investigate the exhilarating exhibit of potential outcomes that lie ahead. Who's the Daddy show starts. Trust and Liam were once the encapsulation of genuine romance. However, when Hope discovered that she had feelings for Thomas, their relationship took an unexpected turn. In a stunning second in Rome, Liam saw his significant other kissing his enemy. This broke his trust and reignited injuries from a long time ago. When Hope got back to Los Angeles, Liam asked for a divorce. After Trust's incalculable requests, Liam decides to leave their messed-up marriage. The strong and the lovely fans understand what occurred after that. Hope feels rejected and finds solace in Thomas' arms. She eliminated her ring and got in bed with Thomas. Presently, this brings up a consuming issue. Imagine a scenario in which Trust figures out she is pregnant soon after this experience. And in the event that that takes place, this shocking twist would undoubtedly set the stage for the Who's the Daddy narrative. Now you might ask, isn't it obvious that Hope slept with Thomas recently? Yet, let us remind out that Trust likewise makes some hot memories with Liam not long before her excursion to Rome, while attempting to persuade herself that her heart just has a place with her significant other. So it's conceivable she could learn about her pregnancy without knowing who the dad is. The Intense and the Lovely, Liam's horrible returns. The Intense and the Lovely is no bizarre to such a storyline, and this time is the same. Multiple times, Liam has had to go through paternity tests and the uncertainty of fatherhood. From Golden's misleading cases to the subject of Kelly's parentage, Liam has gotten through the misery of not knowing his youngster's actual beginnings. For Liam, this new curve will be a horrible situation. Yet again, it will bring back tormenting recollections of past vulnerabilities and power him to face his most profound apprehensions. But he won't be the only one feeling anxious. This dramatic turn will undoubtedly captivate the show's followers emotionally. However, within the twist is an intriguing twist. Imagine a scenario where Trust winds up pregnant with Liam's child. Then it will add, yet there's an enamoring turn inside the bend. The query is still open. Might it be said that you are eager to observe this sort of storyline unfurl for Lope and Thope, or does its simple idea make you recoil? Share your contemplations and sentiments in the remark area underneath as we enthusiastically anticipate the following exciting section of The Strong and the Delightful. The majority of the current week's intense and delightful episodes based on Thomas and Trust having intercourse. Like, a ton of sex. Naturally, we were pretty much prepared from the moment Brooke drove by and expressed her pride in Thomas when she was inspired to do so. However, what does it all mean for Liam, Hope, Thomas, and Steffi's futures? Let's talk about that. I think the steamiest sex scenes since COVID had people making out with mannequins and their significant others were in Thomas and Hope and the sounds of sex. Paradise knows the audio effects division had their work removed from them. Between Trust's weighty breathing and Thomas' pullover having the most intense zipper throughout the entire existence of Dress, my internal ears were left beet red. A neighbor called and asked, "Why do I suddenly feel like I need a cigarette?" Because their encounters were so smoking. Liam presumably wouldn't perceive this form of trust. I somewhat cherished the differentiation between the intimate moments that Expectation and Liam have shared and the ones among her and Thomas. It resembled the contrast among cozy and energetic. Both are successful, but one is more intense. Do these scenes suggest that Thomas has a better relationship? Hey, you can argue about that in the comments section. All I'm saying is that it was very true to life in that having sex varies depending on who you are having it with and the conditions under which it is occurring. What's the hurry? It seemed odd that Hope got into bed with Thomas so quickly, but maybe it just shows that she and Liam are really meant to be together because they both make hasty decisions. I truly trust that the scholars won't simply brush past the subject of why Trust was unexpectedly desiring Thomas and able to discard all that to accompany him, since I feel appreciate that is a substantial story. Trust, we comprehend your inclination to slug Liam, yet let us assist you with your boxing moves first, all right? Indeed, Trust has said a couple of times now that she felt as though she was living in an overlaid confine and waxed beautiful about how Thomas really sees her, yet what truly caused this shift? She saw Thomas in a different light because it wasn't like Liam was being a bad husband at this point. Of course, Liam was stressed over her investing such a lot of energy with Thomas, yet he had valid justification to be concerned. Hello, I must be going couldn't hide Jacqueline Missinswood's pregnancy, even with her adorable new bangs and the blanket she and Finn played under. Naturally, this implies that Forrester's co-CEO will have to leave the company in the near future to accommodate the actress' maternity leave. Steph, it's mid-year in California. We have a fire consuming, and you're under a cover. Is there something you want to tell me? Presently assuming that there's one thing we are familiar would, it's that she will in general require as little investment off as could really be expected, and that implies Steffi will not need to be absent from the material long. The main inquiry is the means by which, precisely, to make sense of her impermanent non-appearance. Enter Liam, the human dumpster fire. Indeed, Steffi has demanded that she has no affections for Liam, and that he really wants to quit making an appearance to establish unannounced and undesirable kisses on her. Be that as it may, everything she hasn't done is say to Finn what's been happening. Also, let's not forget that Hope denied having feelings for Thomas to anyone who would listen up until the moment she fell asleep with him. At the end of the day, what simpler method for working Steffi out than by having Finn find what his better half's been leaving well enough alone, question why she didn't tell him, and have an emergency of soul impel her to pass on town sufficiently long to get her head on straight. You are aware that this is what Ridge has done a number of times when forced to choose between Taylor and Brooke. With any calmer, Steffi will improve in the area of pursuing a genuine choice than did her father. Irregular considerations. Asterisk, I chuckled resoundingly when Brooke was scolding Trust. Why? Since the furious mother really said her little girl was to have no additional waiting cravings. Who talks like that? Trust rolled out an improvement. The main B and B character who accomplished something all the way abnormal of late was Trust Logan, Annika Noel. She at last went ahead despite any potential risks, said fail to remember Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, and surrendered to her actual affections for Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson. She admits that she was surprised, both by us and by herself. She was simply dissatisfied with the fact that she was unable to be just herself while living a lie, and she was also dissatisfied with the fact that she felt like she was always second best in her marriage. When he realizes that his marriage is more over than he thought, is it Liam who is about to repeat history and his recent pattern? Did R.G. Forrester, Joshua Hoffman, convince him to sort out things with Trust just to discover that she is not generally intrigued? Should Steffi Forrester, played by Jacqueline Missinswood, go into hiding for a few days and not answer her door or leave her house? Is there a fight coming? History could rehash the same thing in alternate ways in this made-up form of Los Angeles. Are Taylor Hayes, Krista Allen, and Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, scheduled to fight again in a blowout? Will Taylor safeguard her child when Brooke begins to go off? Naturally, she blames Thomas for manipulating Hope now that she finds Hope and Thomas in bed together. Additionally, Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, won't enjoy Brooke's comments regarding Thomas. He may be back with Brooke now, however her solid gloomy inclinations toward Thomas assisted ruin their last with going at marriage in any case. She is never able to assume the best about Thomas, and Edge is becoming ill of it. Perhaps Ridge will be reminded of the reason he attempted to resist Brooke's advances for the majority of his time in Rome. In any case, now that Hope and Thomas have done what they did, things are about to get messier than ever, and the ripple effects will be felt everywhere for months and years to come. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.